Hi, this is Reese from CreataCRM, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can expand Reckon hosted and desktop into the cloud with other devices, meaning we can sync your Reckon information all the way to the cloud, and you can access it on a tablet, mobile phone, and PC for all users in anywhere around the world. Now, for those who know Reckon hosted here, and this is obviously enterprise as well, you have the ability to use this product in the cloud already. The problem starts happening is that you want to expand your features with the data itself, or you want to access the information real. Or the biggest problem is probably that if you are going to have to move away from Reckon hosted, you're going to be paying $50,000 to $100,000 just to get the feature set that it has, as other products don't offer those feature sets that you're used to. So moving forward, what we have done with Reckon hosted, we've actually made a synchronization tool that syncs the information. Now, in this diagram here, you can see we sync one way at this present time. It's June the 2017. So at the moment we sync quotes into Creator, invoices both ways, jobs one way, bills, and you can see all the other elements, suppliers and companies both ways, and sales orders both ways. We've also, we've expanded because a lot of companies have a problem with Reckon's more of a company-centric system. You can actually, now we can bring contacts and create the contacts and have unlimited contacts on your company, so you can better manage their relationship as well. Okay, so we're going to now show you the products in here. So we're going to first look at Reckon. As you're familiar with Reckon hosted here, you've got a company called Brunswick Group and Miss Helen Hunt, and I've mucked around with the address already to show you that it syncs across. I can show that also in the demo. Now what we have now with Creator, I'm going to move it across here. In Creator, we have that information already of Helen Hunt in this database. You have an organization tree view that you can click through and see all the contacts and people in the organization. You will be able to, not only that, you'll be able to have the Reckon information across here of Helen Hunt and all the invoices across and the total balance. Now, Creator is a framework, and what people don't understand is like there's some really cool apps out there and verticals that you get what you get. Creator, when we say a framework, means we can add more things to it, and this display is not the display you just have to see. So meaning at the moment I've just put invoices, but I could put I can put quotes in the list view and all those things. So it's really whatever you really want at the moment. Now, when you actually get started, we're going to go through Reckon settings and show you what you can sync and how you can sync it. So for example, let's go to the Reckon settings section over here. We do have, for example, the ability to go to tools, and you can create a wizard and set it up, and you choose what company file you want, the path and the locations in the database as well, enterprise hosted. Okay, so now let's go through the settings. You just click on the edit button. So when you do set it up, you ask, for example, allow to sync back to Reckon. So the diagram that I showed you beforehand, where you would have both ways in synchronization, you can do that. So you have the ability to sync both ways in the settings, and you can choose which way you're going to go, basically. So for example, you can create contacts and companies from here and sync. Now, the other thing you do, because Reckon's, a lot of people actually have Reckon up to 2001, and they do want that data. So Reckon API requires some nurturing and loving. And so what we say is that you can change your dates and sync back. And then we have logical code that will batch these updates as they go through. But the more data you want to go into Creator, this will take a little bit of time to get it through, and we have back dates to sync from. But once we get all the data, we then say the last synchronization date's successful. We can do the suppliers and items, invoices. See, for example, we batch it every 10. So when if you've got bad internet, you want to reduce that batch as you go through. So you've got sync logs, estimations as well, bills, and so forth, and sales orders both ways, which is important. So first, the thing you start doing is go, look, I am just going to sync everything I want in the database. So I'm going to uncheck it just for my purpose for this demo and just have companies. So just tick, 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 tick. Update here, get rid of classes, and off and both ways sync. So I'm going to save, and you can save and view that just to see your settings and see that you've done something right or wrong. Okay. Okay, so what this synchronization will do will synchronize customers. Now, what it would also do is that if what we do is Reckon is the master. So if any changes on Reckon happen, it will come back into Creator. But for example, what people wanting to do is when they're on the road doing jobs, different things, they want to change contact details and so forth. Now, I'm just going to edit this contact, and you notice there was a stupid information here called Reese up the top. I'm just going to go 12 Smith Street and change the address because the person was on the road and tackled it. Now, ask you to change it. Now, again, Creator has all these other elements about the information. We have a phone system, we have automation emails, we have so much. So that's why you want to use Creator, because you want to expand your system and then push the data into a central location, which is your accounting system, which is the hub of your business. So we now save and close this, and we're going to push it across. Now, how you do this, you go to when you do changes to Creator, you have to push it across, because we don't want users to accidentally change it, because once you give it to the wide of your staff and officers, you know, obviously training is a good thing, but sometimes people will change the wrong thing, so that would affect your accountancy system. So we just simply allow you to definitely have changed it. Now I'm going to update this customer to Reckon, and it will update. Now we have a synchronization in the background, and that is where it would sync. So we're going to go back to Reckon settings, just to down here, and scroll back up, and we're going to go to Reckon Hosted Sync. Now, when you click on this big, beautiful red button, it will sync in the background and have a progress bar. Now, just to demonstrate the issue, so with Reckon, you've got to make sure that you're on multi-user mode, or if you're on single user mode, you need to stop that. So I'm going to show you what that means. So at the moment, Reckon, you got to get used to this stuff with Reckon, is that this is single user mode. You're going to have to change this into multi-user mode section over here. But for this demo, I'm going to log out this time around, close my Reckon, and clear it, and then I'm going to sync again. So little things like that you just got to know about with Reckon, is that you've got to turn multi-user mode on to synchronize. Now, if you don't have multi-user mode, you just can't have anyone logged in. So if you're the only one logging in right now to Reckon, you will know it won't sync. We do workflow back there that will automatically synchronize in the back end on there, so that helps you out. So the cool thing with Reckon is that the changes happen inside the accounting system will be synced across into the system as well. Now, as we go through, we'll sync this, and I'm just going to put a pause for a little bit so we don't waste your time. Okay, now that is completed. So we're going to go to my little Reckon, launch it. For the hosted people. Now this is exactly the same as Enterprise. Remember, the version that's up there is the same as Enterprise, just added the different variations of the version is just the features requests that you have, but it's really the same source code at the end of the day. Okay, I'm just going to log in. So I am going to go to Reckon Hosted. For those people who know, you're going to hopefully get it right. Go to, okay, so we type in Brunswick. Go to that person, and we now can see that that person has got 12 Smith Street along here. So we've now, I've changed the details. So if we go back into CreataCRM, we've actually changed Helen Hunt's details across and changed it to 12 Smith Street and moved across. Now the great thing now with this is that you now know you have the ability to attach all your history, all your sales opportunities, all your jobs, and we've got a more powerful job management system in here, and Reckon all moved into one single place. So you'll be able to make phone calls, log calls, and better manage your customer relationships with a CRM, which is customer relationship system, and keep with your existing accountancy system, and not, you know, bleed with $50,000 to $100,000 investment into another accountancy system that's going to cause a lot of pain and suffering for your staff and many other elements when you're just trying to run a business. So that helps you out heaps to expand your skills of your business and your tools without the hemorrhage of and change of business processes. So hope that helps. Please give us a call anytime, and we can more explain and do a online demonstration or a bit more poignant of your particular needs. And hopefully this helps, and speak to you soon. Thanks.